Covering the crisis in Crimea is a difficult and sometimes dangerous task for journalists, with intense pressure whether they're Ukrainian, Russian or from abroad. As reports of threats and violence multiply, Amnesty International fears for reporters' safety. On Thursday, after Crimea's parliament voted in favour of joining Russia, Ukrainian TV channel 1+1 was taken off the air in the region. The frequency is now occupied by the Russian state channel Razia, explains this journalist. We're outraged that citizens of Ukraine, residents of Crimea, but first and foremost citizens of Ukraine, are being denied the right to objective information and stripped of the channels of the country they live in. She also says 1+1's journalists have been attacked in Crimea by pro-Russian elements. But Moscow is defending its media. Russia's foreign ministry accuses authorities in Ukraine of a crackdown on Russian reporters working there. It issued a statement today claiming security forces in one Ukrainian city had arrested 7 Russian journalists on the grounds that they're only interested in provocative stories. So-called media freedom in practice, the statement says with irony. Hostilities are such that for over a week salvos have been fired between the media of both countries. Ukrainian journalists accuse their Russian counterparts of pro-Kremlin propaganda. On March the 2nd, representatives of Ukraine's biggest media groups demanded that Russian journalists work objectively. An open letter said, "We ask you for open, balanced and objective coverage of events taking place today in Ukraine." The next day, Russia's big broadcasters fired back. Regarding objectivity and responsibility, we would like to make a similar appeal to you. Let's be objective and responsible. Let's weigh our words and keep a lid on emotions. Let's not do this apart, as has become the tradition in recent years, but together. It will certainly give an objective picture of reality, which for now is the most important thing. Videos posted online and broadcast by a Ukrainian channel show a man in military uniform, his face covered, running after a Bulgarian journalist and throwing him to the ground before putting a pistol to his head. And amid this climate, with independent observers struggling to gain access, Amnesty International says that attempting to monitor the human rights situation in Crimea has become a near impossible task.